white people, they always want to come into these Black and brown and Native and indigenous spaces, and they just want to prove how down they are. They just want to say, oh, look, I've done this, look, I've done that. Nobody needs that. Nobody needs that.
Dr. King had a dream. I am the dream.
My name is Tianna Arata. I use she, her pronouns. I am a community organizer. I'm a student. I am an activist, and I am 20 years old. We were just going ham all summer, honestly. I try and keep it local and immediate because I feel like that's where a lot of the times we can be most effective. Like when you're going into your own community and you're rallying hundreds of other people who have the same ideals and same mindset and say, no, we can be better. That's what it's about for me. We ended up having meetings with Mayor Heidi Harmon and established a budget, basically just an anti-racist budget, to see how can the city fund, whether it be like a community center or art project or just different things for people of color. Black liberation to me looks like a world where I never have to see a cop again. I never have to be afraid to get pulled over. I never have to be arrested violently for organizing a peaceful protest or a protest period, because people are filled with hundreds, especially Black people, we're filled with hundreds of years of generational rage because we've been wronged and wronged and wronged over again. And not only can this country not make amends with us, they can't even come to terms with our true oppression, with how it has seeped into every industry, whether it's in healthcare, it's in school, everything you think of, it is tainted by anti-Blackness. If you think a protest, a disruptive protest, is an inconvenience to you, imagine what the effects of systemic racism and white supremacy are to people who are really dealing with it, who are living with it. People who choose to turn their head or turn their eyes and look a different way, it just shows how much privilege they're sitting on, that it's oh, I can walk away from this and feel completely unbothered. It's that's an issue. That's showing the systemic injustice that I'm out here literally fighting to not get murdered and not to get brutalized and not to get locked up in a cage. And people are saying, oh, I don't want to hear that. Or we're fighting for equitable housing, or we're fighting for better programs, better funded schools. If you're looking away from that, it's because your needs are already met. And it's if you're tired of hearing about it, then do something to dismantle it. We need you going back to your white community and teaching your aunties, teaching your nieces and nephews, teaching your cousins, talking to your parents, and talking to the people you work with and you network with. And honestly, my message to white people is your work is in your own community. It is not in somebody else's. We don't really need you at the cookout. We need you at Sunday brunch with Mama saying, hey, have you ever heard of redlining?
Dr. King had a dream. I am the dream. Dr. King had a dream. I am the dream.